Ramaphosa making his mark this morning, accompanied by his wife, Dr. Tshepo Motsipe, and quite an interesting one. And I'm going to bring in our analyst at this time. That Samkele is there with the president. Samkele, can you tell us in terms of the reception of the president, what's happening in Chiawelo?
Well, in essence, the president is in the voting booth now. He is casting his democratic right for his leadership of choice in this specific ward where he resides, accompanied by the First Lady, who is also in the voting booth going to cast her vote. And the president is done now, and he is going to drop his ballot paper, which of the party that he has voted for, in those visuals that you are seeing now live on the SABC, accompanied by the First Lady. They are going to drop that particular voting paper, where there goes the paper inside the voting box, where the president has now voted for the ward candidate and for the governing party of his choice in the city of Johannesburg, alongside the First Lady there. They have voted now. As we head out to the other camera now, where the president has voted, we have to cut this broadcast for now, Desiree.
Where are we lining up
Such commotion in Chiawelo at Hitekani Primary. That's where President Cyril Ramaphosa just made his mark, made his councillor vote and his PR vote, accompanied by the Premier of Gauteng, David Mabuza, and his wife, Dr. Tshepo Motsipe. Earlier on, we saw the Deputy President, David Mabuza, also making his mark in Barberton, in Mpumalanga, also making a few promises to the electorate, as it were, saying this time around we're going to deal with it and we're not going to fail our people. Can we take these promises to heart?
Look, we can only hope that they mean what they are saying this time around. But, unfortunately, history tells us differently, that we've had these promises before, and we've seen the malfeasance that we've seen. The Auditor General has told us about the malfeasance that's ravaging many municipalities across the country. We can only hope that this time around that the ANC has been able to galvanize some of its, former leaders to come out, that perhaps they know something that we don't know. It remains to be seen whether they will fulfill those promises.
Let's just quickly go back. President Cyril Ramaphosa is speaking. Let's listen in.
Guys, can we just listen to each other? The president is here. He has just exercised his democratic right. He is going to speak to all of you. President, it looks like everyone is happy to see you around.
No, well, thank you very much. My wife and I have just voted, and we are really delighted. I'm delighted that finally this is the culmination of our election campaign. It's been a few weeks of real hard work, but I'm glad to see that many South Africans are seemingly very excited to exercise their democratic right this morning. I went on my usual walk this morning, and a number of people that I met in the street were saying, we are on our way to go and vote, and that was as early as 6:30 in the morning. So there's a great deal of enthusiasm, and I can see that many South Africans are coming out in their numbers. So as a country, we ought to be really proud that our democracy is spreading, is becoming more and more entrenched, and many ordinary people are really excited about their participation in this whole process. I'm also delighted that our Premier is here, our Mayor is here, and our obviously ANC candidate is also here. So we are looking forward as the African National Congress to a victory, an overwhelming victory here in Johannesburg, and an overwhelming victory in the various metros in Gauteng, as well as in the other municipalities in Gauteng and elsewhere in the country. This has been a very enriching process of interfacing and interacting with our people, getting to know their aspirations, their hopes and their disappointments, but engaging with them without any form of fear. And with great humility, we've been able to go out and meet them and listen to them. And as we have said, this is the one election where we are clearly saying to our people, we are going to do better. We have realized that we have not always met the aspirations of our people. We are going to do better. So lastly, I wish all parties, all of them without exception, the best of luck as our people respond to what we have been saying to them. So today is a great day. It's a nice sunny day here in Gauteng, and Providence is with us once again. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, as you came in, there was rubble on the streets of Soweto. There's issues of electricity. You are standing next to the mayor. Communities are not happy, particularly when it comes to issues of electricity. Do you think they'll stay away and not come to the polls just because the government of the day and the coalition governments, starting from Herman Mashaba, have failed to provide them with the basic necessity, electricity?
The provision of services in municipalities is very difficult and complex. And our people have reason to complain, but they also have reason to raise the issues. And through the vote, they are expressing themselves, either in the form of support for what they believe will be done, or in the form of protest for what they believe may not have been done. But we've been saying, we know what the problems are. The problems are clear, and we have said that this time around, we want to correct what has not been going well. I've been so fortunate to go around with the Premier Makura, and with our Mayor, Mwerani, and wherever we have gone, this mayor has informed me with some precision the challenges that our people have been going through. And the good thing, which has been unprecedented, he has always had a book of the area which details the needs, the complaints, the challenges of our people. And he's always said, President, this is what we are going to do, this is what we are doing, and this is what it's going to cost. So he has had 3 columns: the needs and the challenges, another one, the actions, and the budget. And this, for me, is the way our local representatives should be doing their work, to understand the problems and the challenges, be it sewage in the street, to know what it is, what should be done, and what it's going to cost, and then to go and find the money. So we are in we're exploding or getting into a different era of municipal service delivery. I'd like to suggest that municipal services issues are going to be very different from now on. But I've also been saying, even where it is difficult, even where we cannot close potholes, the least we can do is to go and explain to our people and tell them why we are not able to do it at the time, what our plan is. And I have found that when you do that, our people have a level of understanding and also forgiveness. So in the past, we have not always done that, and we are the first to admit, but I think it also applies to many other parties as well. So as President of the Republic, I am saying I would like whoever wins to actually make sure that municipal service delivery is done differently from what we have done before. So our people today have a chance of ushering us into a new era, be it electricity, be it water, be it sewerage or sanitation, be it houses and so forth. They want to see us make an effort. And this time around, I'd like all our municipalities to make an effort.
Wait. Doesn't happen like that. Newsroom.
Mr. President, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mr. President, it's a tough time. Bain and Company, yes. State capture enablers,
Yes.
are back in business in South Africa. Yeah. But worst of all, Mr. President, you've allowed people who were allegedly at the helm of a state capture to interview your mayoral candidates. Was Malusi Gigaba part of this interviewing panel? Was Mosebenzi Zwane a part of this? How do people trust you then, Mr. President, when you say you want for people of South Africa to give you another chance?
Well, I did say in the past, and actually in the recent past, that obviously I'm waiting for the Zondo state capture report to be issued. And I have said, once that report is issued, we will then be able to know exactly what action to take against whomsoever. Because right now, there have been a lot of allegations against a number of people. And the people that you're citing are ANC leaders on the National Executive Committee, and they have not yet been found guilty. And the Zondo Commission has not yet pronounced, and therefore they continue in their leadership, in their positions as ANC leaders. And in the end, the people of South Africa can see that we are turning things around. State capture has been stopped. And whoever thinks that state capture has not been stopped must really think again. Because we had state capture for a number of years. We have stopped it in its tracks. Many institutions had been captured and they were compromised in many, many ways. And we have made sure that those institutions are repositioned, that they are able to do their constitutional functions, and those people who were responsible at the time for state capture activities are moved aside, and we're waiting for the report. So I know you want to see everybody's head chopped down. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see real drama. But that will only happen once the Zondo Commission report is out. So let us wait, and we don't have a long time to wait. So be patient, and I was taught in the good book that the good things comes to those who are patient. So I'd like to invite you to be patient as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I know you all want to ask the president questions. Let's allow him to go, rest. He has been having a long campaigning season. President, thanks for making time to take some of the questions that the media might have.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. President.
I wish you a wonderful day, restful day. Well, you are not going to be able to rest. I'm sorry for you. I'm going to try.
Is your vote a secret?
No.
My vote is a secret.
Why is it a secret?
Well,
All right, the usual pleasantries at the end there. Makosini, the president, saying he wants municipal service delivery done differently now. I'm just going to quote Busani Kaweni, the principal of the School of Governments, saying that the evolution of local government requires fresh thinking. What can we do different in municipalities?